Hey Flosstube, it is Michelle from Made by Michelle McGraw, and this is Flosstube number 55. It is July 7th, 2021, and I want to thank all of my new subscribers. Welcome, and thank you to all my friends who check in every week. So thank you. If you don't subscribe, hit the like and subscribe button down below, and welcome. So I am going to do a quick summary life update because I know I've had a lot of comments, and so I want to do a quick update, but I try very hard to keep my Flosstube positive and on stitching. So it's hard when we have something negative in my life, and I posted on Instagram, and I know people want an update, and I want to give an update, but I also don't want to focus on negativity. So I'm going to give an update, and then we're going to move on, and it's not because I don't care or I'm not upset, but I want to keep it a positive place. So first off, my friend Paige is doing fine. She's doing great. Thank you for all the well wishes. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. Please keep them coming. We know she has a battle, and we're just enjoying her good days, and that's all we can do. So, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I have sinuses, and they have been draining, and it's all breaking up. I feel fine. I sound bad. So the second thing is that I posted about my son and his new puppy, and that the puppy tested positive for parvo less than 48 hours after they received the puppy. We have since learned that pretty much the whole litter was exposed to parvo. There is at least 5 sick puppies that we know of that are in the vet. 2, including my son's puppy, has passed away. He was in the emergency vet with 24-hour care for 6 days. Came home Saturday night at like 9 o'clock. Basically, he had checked all the boxes off of what they could do. Came home, and within just a couple hours, my son was back at the vet with the puppy, and they couldn't stabilize him. So unfortunately, he passed away. We are heartbroken. We are more heartbroken because this is not an ethical breeder. She is continually lying to other families. Look, parvo happens, and any dog, any puppy can be exposed. It's why you have to vaccinate your dogs. It's why you don't take your dogs out until they're fully vaccinated, because this is the risk. But my son alerted her on Monday. He picked up his puppy on Saturday, alerted her on Monday afternoon that his dog was sick. On Wednesday, another family's dog came down sick and called her, and on Wednesday she was saying she had no idea, which is a lie, because I was in the car with him when he called her. And then now there's multiple puppies that are sick. 2 dogs, that family that went in Wednesday also passed away Saturday night within hours of each other. So obviously these 2 dogs were exposed at the same time. I'm praying for the other puppies, and I hope they all pull through. Parvo is a nasty sickness, a nasty I guess it's not even a virus. Do they call it a disease? I don't know. So it's nasty. We are all very upset. We are more upset coming across somebody who clearly is not out of the best interest for puppies. So with that said, thank you for all your encouraging words. We did everything we could do to help the puppy, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. And that often happens with parvo. The vet had warned us. So unfortunately that's sad news. So thank you for your thoughts and kind words. And I don't want to bash anybody. So it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to move on from stitching because, like I said, I really do try to keep this a positive place. Sorry about the Debbie Downer in the beginning. I have been sick. I've also had to, I have a girl out in the office on vacation, so I had to work extra days. So this is late incoming, but I have a lot to show, and we're going to jump in. My first thing that I want to show you, I have finishes. I have fully finishes, whips, haul, giveaway. Let's do it, okay? The first one I'm going to show you, and I'm going to take these out of here, but I wanted to show people because they never get to see them in. They always see This is my Halloween Village from Frosted Pumpkin. And this is in one of my dough bowls that I have. It is a long, narrow one. Love it. I got this in a antique store years ago, and it just depends how many pillows I have onto which dough bowl I use. But I do really like this one. So I wanted to show them all together. And then I will go and explain all of these. So let me pull them out individually so you guys can see them and we can talk about them. Okay, so if you've watched if you've watched my Flosstube, the obsession with these Halloween patterns are from Frosted Pumpkin, and they came from the Mysterious Halloween Town, which I just divided this up and did them individually. So that made 3 pieces. That wasn't enough for a Halloween village for me. So what I did was I used other patterns from Frosted Pumpkin, same kind of way. This is Midnight Way. I divided them up, but I used the colors from this pattern so that they would all match. So use that one, and I also included this little one of Penny's potions in there. So I will show them as they come up. All right. This first one is from the Halloween Town, from this pattern. So you could see, let me go up close. You can see the house, the little cute little owl. I love the little pumpkin down here. Now, all of these are finished the same way because I wanted to be a Halloween village. This was in preparation to see if I like a pillow finish for my hometown holiday series that I want to do at Christmas time, which I've started. And I think they turned out good. I like them. Probably what I'm going to go with for the hometown holidays. So there's the first one. They are all finished with this little chenille trim. I got this. I think this one, it's a little bit thinner. As you can see, it's not super thick. I got that one at Hobby Lobby. I find the Michaels to be a little bit thicker, but on something like this where I wanted a trim on them, but I didn't want it to be overpowering, that thinner trim was nice. So I used my thinner trim, the thinner black, and they all have it. And then they are all backed with this star fabric. And then they have my iron-on labels. So let me let you look at that one more time. Really cute, called for colors on that one. Okay, the next one, I'm just gonna pick these up randomly. Okay, this is Penny's Potions. So this is the original one, Penny's Potions. This is my version using the colors from the first pattern of Hometown, or Holiday Town. I'm sorry, Halloween Town. So you can see I just changed them. I'll give you an up close. So her little frog is in the window. She has a bat on the door. You can see the little potions right here. She's on her scooter. I love this one. This one was super cute when it was done. Loved it. Once again, same trim, same backing fabric. And I just picked colors. So I went through and realized like I didn't have an orange building. So I did the building in orange. So that's kind of where I looked on what colors I was going to use. What had I used? Like this is the turquoise, or the, I guess you could call that turquoise color. I think this is mostly DMC. It does call for, I think, 1 or 2 weeks in there. So I really liked those. Okay, what's the next one? This is Bats and Cats Shop, and that is from the Midnight Way. So Bats and Cats is right here, and this is my version. So you can see I changed the colors. Let me show you it up close now. So you got the Bats and Cats sign. You got the little cat, his little mouse. There's a fishbowl, some bats. Super cute. Little pumpkin. And kind of what I decided on here was sometimes like if I included the fence area, which pattern did I include? I just made a call. Whichever one I thought it went with, I pushed it over to that side and then cut the other one off and didn't include it. So like here, which shop did it go with? This shop or this shop? Which shop did this fence go with? I put it with here. Somebody could put it with there and it would make no sense. It would be fine. So that's kind of what I went with. All right, so that's the third one. This one is the bakery. This is from the original pattern. Right here. This is kind of the one that started my obsession with the whole series because I stitched all these on 14 count Picture This Plus Murky, and I loved the colors on them. I think the pink pops really well, the white pops really well, the black looks good on it. And so this kind of started my obsession, and I was like, I need to do more. I need to add more buildings. So I made my own village. Okay, this one is Ghost Riders. Ghost Riders is, the Ghost Rider bookshop is from Midnight Way. So there it is there. And here's my version. Okay, so let me come in close. So you got the books up on top. There's a little, what do you call those? Venus flytrap plants. I thought that was super cute. The ghost has a little shopping bag in his hand. Really cute. It's the little details that you don't realize when you're looking at the pattern until you're stitching them that just pop out and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. This is Broomhilda's from Midnight Way. And that is Broomhilda's right there in the center. And here is my version. And I went with the bright pink color. Now on this one, I did change it a little bit. There was supposed to be, and I'm not gonna be able to see it on this front copy. I think these were supposed to be a different color, these speckles in here. I did them in white so it kind of popped more. And I didn't wanna bring another color in, so I just did them in white. Which is not really a change, it's a change of color. I think they were supposed to be some back stitching, like some like little star cross like bling, and I just did them all as single stitches. So that is Broomhilda's. Okay, and then the last one, which is one of my favorites as well, is from Hometown Holiday, and it is the middle scene, which is the fence scene with Frankie and his bride. Love it, and since it's called for, it's not changed, but here they are. So you've got the owl up in the tree, you've got the scarecrow with a crow on there, pumpkins, Frankie and his bride have their trick-or-treat bags. So cute. I loved this one. So that is my Halloween village that I created, but it's created from 3 different patterns. 1, I had the hard copy, 2, I had the PDF stuff. So I just changed the colors and I made my town, and I so enjoy it. I really got obsessed with those. Frosted Pumpkin was a huge one that I stitched fall with. So I stitched fall in May and June. Now I am starting on Christmas, and I will be going forward at Christmas. I do have 2 whips that I did not finish. They are going to go on their shelf until next year because I'm Christmas stitching. So, and it's fine. Next year, I have that much ahead. When I pull that whip out, I'm that much further down, and I'll get a quick finish. Doesn't bother me. Okay. The other one that I finished was an older whip that I had that I finished into a pillow. I don't want to frame seasonal stuff, although this was a hard one to decide what to do because I loved it so much. This is Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake from Witchy Stitcher. I adore this. Absolutely adore this. So I am not a huge horror fan of modern day horrors, but the early 70s, 80s, 80s, 90s horror movies are what I like. I don't like the CGI, all of that. So like Camp Crystal Lake, which is what, the Jason movies. Yes. Michael Myers, which is Halloween. I love all of those movies. So this one, this is her pattern. And I had the perfect piece of Ada, which was this mustardy color. When I pulled it out, I was like, oh, that's very dated. It was perfect. It literally was the perfect color. I don't know what color it was because it was in my stash. It was old. I finished the backing with this gingham fabric. Now this is from Fat Quarter Shop, and it came from a pack that had all ginghams in it. It's all big ginghams like this. To me, this was like retro 70s, what you would find in a kitchen. And that's kind of what it reminded me of, and that's what I went with. But it matched perfectly. I didn't do any trim because this is a large pillow on its own. So I didn't need any trim. I just love this. Love this. So that is my other finish. I finally finished it. Oh, and I do have my tag on there. Finally finished it. Couldn't be happier. Glad it's done. And that was stitched in 2019 because you can see, whoops, you could see my initials and 2019. So that was a long time waiting to be finished. I still have more Halloween and fall finishes. So I'm not done. You will still see more coming up, but I am stitching Christmas now. So, but I still have plenty to finish. Okay, whips. Okay, in between whips, let's do my giveaway. Okay, so last week was Newcastle Bouquet. And the winner on that, I had 112 people that said flowers, which was the key word, and Donna Coffee. If you will contact me, Coffey. So if you'll contact me, I will put my contact information in the box below. You contact me either on Instagram Messenger or by an email. Either one is fine. And I will get this out in the mail to you. This week's chart was donated by a lovely viewer, Autumn Quakers, and I would like to give this away. She had an extra one, or she was done with hers, I'm not sure. And she wanted to pass it on to somebody else. So, Autumn Quakers, and if you would like this pattern, you are going to say the word autumn in your comment. You could just say autumn if that's all you want to say, or you can put it in your comment, or you can put it at the end of your comment, whatever you like. So, that's my giveaway for this week. All right, let's jump into whips because there are many. Well, let me show you my fully finishes. There we go. I'll go fully finishes. Words today. This is what happens when you don't film and you get out of practice. All right, so let me find my card for this one. Okay, this is Not a Creature Was Stirring by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And it is just a cute little pattern, really, really quick. If you wanted to do some ornaments to give away as a gift, this is a perfect small pattern. Let me get you the dimensions exactly. It is 43 by 34 stitches. Super quick. There's a lot of blank space in that area, so it goes very, very quickly. So there is Not a Creature Was Stirring. And I finished this quickly last night, so it's still in the hoop. And there is my finish. This one was stitched on 14 count X June Designs. It is the Prim June fabric of the month from X June Designs, Old Turquoise. I will show the whole piece minus the square that I cut out in my haul, just so you can see it, because I don't think I've ever talked about getting X June Designs fabric of the month, but I do. And this one I loved. I used it right away. I cut a piece out. It was perfect. So I'll show that in my haul. I'll show the whole piece. But that was a quick one. What I have found is I have a ton of prairie schoolers planned. There is Leo taking a nap. That is our Ruby Cavalier. Yeah, he's not going to move. There's also an air conditioning vent right there, so he's probably like enjoying that. What I found is I have a ton of prairie schoolers planned for Christmas, which is not bad. But when I sat down and I wanted to do something, I wanted just something different. So I picked a quick little project that I could do. So you'll see some of these quick little projects pop up in between my prairie schoolers, in between all of the other things that I want to get done. All right, so let's see the next one. I do have the book. So I'll show you this. This actually takes up a finish and a whip. So I'm going to show you that. All right. This is the Prairie Schooler the night before Christmas. And I am doing these versions. I know this one, and then I might have to do 2 of the one with the dog. Because I have 2 that want the dog and 1 that has a cat in our house. And so I might end up stitching that twice. That's fine. These are ornaments for my sons. This is the first set of ornaments I'm doing for them this year. And I'm doing 3 for each of my boys. I have 3 boys, so 9 ornaments total. This is my finish. This is the one that has the cat sleeping on the blanket. Super cute. It's a Prairie Schooler. It is fantastic. As always, Prairie Schooler does no wrong in my book. This is 14 count, Picture This Plus, Murky. One of my favorites to use for Christmas because the red really pops on it. Now this is my whip. I'm starting the second one. This is gonna look funny. It's actually pulled tight in the hoop, which is why it looks crooked. It's not. But you see how the line, like if you pull it, it actually aggravates me. And so when I go back to working on it, I'm probably gonna fix that because it aggravates me for it not to look straight. When I know it's straight, I've just pulled the fabric too taut. It happens, but I thought I would show you. Does that bother anybody else or is that just me? I'm like, oh, it's perfectly tight, but it's not straight. So I'm gonna fix that. But anyhow, that's one of my whips I'm working on. So I have to finish that one and do one more. So we'll move that out of the way. This is another one of my fully finishes, and let me get my information card for that one. Okay, this is Town Church by Little House Needleworks. And this is the Hometown Holiday series. I know we've all seen these. They are fabulous patterns from Little House Needleworks. I think there's like 18 or 19 businesses or things in the village. Let's just say that, because I know there's a house. I think there's Grandma's house. There's a house. Are the carolers part of this? I'm not sure. Anyhow, there are scenes from the hometown. There's like 18 or 19 and she keeps releasing them. So this is a series that's going to go on for a while. I wanted to go ahead and do them. These are what I was practicing to see if I would like a pillow finish for these. And I think I do. So I am going to stitch them like that. Let me get a piece of paper behind this so it doesn't show through. And this is my finish on the church. I am stitching this on 14 count Picture This Plus Murky. Once again, I love Murky because it's actually ecru that's on this shows up really nice, and red always shows up nice on Murky. Plus, I have a ton of Murky. And I might have ordered some more directly from the source. And I told everybody not to do that because Picture This Plus, if you don't know, takes a long time to get your order. Because I use so much Murky, I'm okay with my order being months and months and months out because I don't need it right now. But like this series is going to eat through some of mine, and I have some other series that I'm doing that I want to do on Picture This Plus Murky. So I went ahead and ordered it knowing I'm not going to get it right away, but it will be coming. So if you can find Murky in stock, that's when you need to buy it, because buying directly from the source, unless you are stocking up or you don't need it right away, find somebody that has it in stock. Okay, so that's my first Hometown Holidays finish. I will be starting another one of those soon. I don't know when, but soon. All right, my next finish is a very old whip. And this is Little Quaker Halloween by it. I found it through the Fat Quarter shop, and this was from Aurifil. It was a free pattern from them. So I started this in 2019, and I finished this June 25th of this year because it just kept going back on the shelf. I picked my own colors for this. I did not have Aurifil floss at the time, so I used what I had. Hold on, I got a notification coming through. Okay, sorry. I don't think I put my phone on silent. Okay, so there is my Quaker Halloween. Love it. I love it that it's done. I did change, there was supposed to be a little H motif here, and I just thought it was kind of out of place, so I put my initials and the year I finished it. Everything else I think is the same. So I really, really like that. I did use 14 count fabric flare, and this is whitewash board. I don't know if I would have used this fabric because you're not going to see much of it. So I'm going to try to cut the pillow so you can see some of it, but I don't want it to be ginormous either. So I might just chalk it up to maybe it wasn't the best fabric to show off the fabric, I guess is what I want to say. I shouldn't fold that. I should lay that flat. Okay. So that's finished. Okay. Now we're on to my whips. All right, I'm just gonna start pulling so that we can get through them. Okay, this is my dollhouse from the Bright Needle. And if you don't know, this was a birthday start for me in June. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate that. Had a wonderful day and weekend. We are gonna go out and celebrate my birthday at Melting Pot, which is one of my favorite restaurants here soon. We just haven't had time to go, so we're gonna do it. We'll kind of combine it as like a Father's Day and birthday dinner that we go out to. So since my birthday is right around Father's Day, a lot of times like those types of restaurants book out so far in advance. I'm just like, wait until after. We'll go after and it'll be even better. It's fine. So here is the Bright Needle from the Dollhouse, Dollhouse from the Bright Needle. This is a discontinued chart, and I was able to find it a couple months ago. And I'm obsessed with it. My goal is to do one room a month. So here is my first room. Now this is hard to see. So here was my debate. If you can see this, those like the lines to the house, it's all very creamy and muted and soft. And I thought about doing it on different fabric, but I really love the creamy, soft look to this. And there is another stitcher on Instagram. She's way more ahead than me, and I cannot remember offhand who it is. She is stitching the house. So if you search Bright Needle, I think she comes up. You search the hashtag, and hers is fabulous. But that's my first room. So I will be adding to this, hopefully another room this month. And just plugging it along with it. Each month I want to do a room. So that is stitched on 36 count bisque from Lakeside Linens. And it's really nice linen. Lakeside is one of my favorites. Okay, let's see. This is one of my whips that's going to go on the shelf. I did not finish it, but I started it. Let me get you the chart. Okay, that's not the picture that I want to show you because that's actually the chart. Flip it around. This is I is for Indian corn for Prairie Schooler. And here is my progress. As you can see, I really, got a good start on it. Sorry about the random thread, but I didn't finish. It's going to go back in the bag, and I will work on it. I will work on it next year when fall stitching comes back out. So unless I just get a hankering one day that I want to pull it out, which I could. This is stitched on 32 Picture This Plus Tyco. I think it's Lugana from Picture This Plus. I am doing all of the alphabet kind of as they come up seasonally, and then I'll fill in the ones that are not seasonal when I get done with the seasonal ones. And then they will all go in a dough bowl. Okay, the next one, it did not get finished, but it did get a start. This one has been in my bag forever, which is Michael Myers from the Witchy Stitcher. Now, I love Halloween cute. This is not Halloween cute, but I love old horror movies. So, here's my start. Trying to balance, need to put it down. Here is my start. I am stitching this on 18 count Speckled Hen from Fabric Flair. And I love him. Now, he is a lot of full coverage, so it's actually got quite a bit more to do, but that's my start. So he'll also go on the shelf till next year, and then I'll pull him out and work on him again when I do fall stitching. Oop. I don't think that zipper pull wants to, I think there's a piece in it. There we go. Okay. Let's see. This one I worked on. I clearly was not going to get done, but I did get some more stitches in it, and I really enjoy working on it, so that's always fun. Let me see my pattern so you can see what it looks like. Sorry, this is a huge bag. I don't really know why I have it in such a huge bag. I do. At one point I had both patterns in here, and the patterns are a lot. So this is the Universal Monster Stitch Along from Witchy Stitcher. This, I started the original version, which was the colored version. She came out with a black and white version. I adored it. So I kind of put my other one aside, started this one, loved it so much, I said, I'm not going back to do the colored version. And that's when I finished what I had stitched into a pillow. I love it. It works. I was able to use my stitching. But here is the actual black and white version that I love, because these are all Universal. They're all old movies that came out in black and white. So I really, really like that. So I stitched a little bit more. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. But I'll show you my progress. Let me see. This is this Halloween from Bestitch Me 22 count Ada. And I'm just stitching obviously with one strand. And I had just the vampire room done. So I was able to bring my room down. I have a little bit of stitching going on up here to bring up too. So like I said, not much got done, but I put some stitches into it. I really love this fabric. It is super soft. It's actually probably one of my favorite fabrics from Bestitch Me. And it is called This Halloween. Love it. Like I said, I have it in 22 count, which 22 count, if you're not familiar with it, obviously would be smaller than 40 count. But it also makes the holes super tiny, so it feels more like linen. I really like working on 22 count or 20 count. I really like that. And as you can see, I have this, I'm trying to see if she has her tag. Yes. This is Creative Carol's Designs, her bag. I love these bags because it's double-sided. Love them. That one's the huge bag. Like I said, I don't know why I stuck it in that big of a bag, but that's where it lives. Okay, my last whip that I'm going to show you is for another Prairie Schooler. Santa Rides. We've all seen this pattern. It's classic. I am working on the truck version down here. And here is my little bit of progress. I have the trees done. Well, somewhat done. That's it. Picture this plus 14 count murky because I love it. So that's my work project that I've been working on. Okay, so those are all my whips that I have. I do have some haul. So let me bring all of my haul up here. Ugh. Okay, first off, I want to thank Stacy. She sent me a wonderful, if you don't watch her, Stacy 911 Stitcher, she sent me a wonderful birthday card. She sent me actually some of my favorite floss from A Wicked Stepmother. And she sent me another little extra surprise. So thank you, Stacy. She is super sweet. Love her. So if you haven't checked her out, go check her out because she is fantastic. Okay, what else did I get? All right, we will just, oh, the other thing I wanted to show, which was a kind viewer sent. I had 2 viewers. When I showed the dollhouse, I told you guys that I really liked Esmeralda's house from Bright Needle. Bright Needle is no longer publishing. I don't really know the story behind them, but I have fallen in love with their patterns. So I had 2 viewers reach out to me. One was overseas and one was in Pennsylvania. And they said, I have Esmeralda's house. Would you like it? And I said, absolutely. Can I purchase it from you? And they said, I will send it to you. So how sweet is that? The lady in the US sent it to me. Thank you so much. I sent her a thank you card in the mail. I hope she received it. It was super, super sweet. And thank you to the viewer overseas because she said, let me know if you don't receive it. I'll send you my copy. It'll just take longer. How sweet is that? That is super sweet. But look at that chart. I love it. I love it. And what you can't see really good until you get up on the picture is there are ghosts and skeletons in this. In each floor, there's ghosts and skeletons. So I've had a little debate on what fabric am I going to use because once again, this is Bright Needle. The colors are very creamy and muted and I love that in it. But those whites don't show up. So I literally was going to originally, use Color and Cotton Parthenon, which is like a tan. I don't know that my white's going to show up on it enough. So then I thought maybe I would use 16 count Picture This Plus, Myrrh, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I have to decide. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not stitching fall right now, but what I thought about doing is when I get my dollhouse done, regardless of what time of year it is, obviously there's a lot of rooms in that dollhouse, start on Esmeralda's house. So I don't know. I might just grab it one day and say, that's it. I'm starting it. I'm going to start it. I don't know. I really, really love it. Okay. So some of my haul. So anyhow, thank you so much. You guys are the sweetest. Thank you for sending me that chart. That was a huge unicorn chart and that was a joy. It came right around my birthday and I was like, that is an awesome birthday gift. So I am signed up to do the stitch along with Witchy Stitcher, which is the new one, which is the cryptids. It's going to have, let me see if I can just, I don't think I have the description, but it's going to be like Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, all those kind of things that are urban legends, I guess, if you want to call them. But I have signed up. This starts next month. Since it's a stitch along, I'm going to try to keep up. We'll see. I think I'm doing it as one piece because I just love the whole thought of everything. First of all, Witchy Stitcher has the best stitch alongs. So if you've never done one of hers, not only are they great ideas that no one else has going on, but her charts are extremely easy to read. So I have signed up. This is the floss list. And then she says, like her dates. The frame will be released on August 1st. And then September 3rd, the first part comes out. So you have a good time to stitch the frame if you want to get the frame stitched up. So I need to pull floss and I need to pull fabric for that. And I have ordered some fabric. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. We'll see when it gets here and I kind of put all the floss up to it from the floss list. I don't know. We'll see. She recommends primitive hair fabric is what she used. So I don't know what I'll end up using. Okay. Since I was on the Witchy Stitcher site, I had to buy some of her patterns I didn't have. And this is Guardian of the Woods Leshy. And I just think he is a creepy Halloween figure. So I am going to stitch him up next year, not this year. But I thought he was awesome. With that, I also really liked, she has like these tarot card type, they're a collection. I'm trying to get all the pattern. And this is the Hermit. And I thought he was cute for Halloween as well. So I bought him. I also bought, because I told you I love this movie, Death Has Come to Your Little Town, which is a quote from Halloween. And that is Michael Myers' house. So I bought those from her while I was there signing up for the Stitch Along. So shop around on her site. She has awesome stuff. Okay, so my next thing I got, these were from 123 Stitch. This is Sleepy Hollow Lodge, which I loved. And that is from Little House Needleworks. This is fall stitching, so it'll be next year. And then the Equality Sampler, which goes with the other sampler, which I have as well. I don't have any plans to start this, but I had the other sampler and I wanted to get this one too, so I got that one. Okay, I also got an order in from the Shepherd's Needle, and I got a Mighty Winder, which if you do punch needle, Vanna showed this on her site, and I stuck it on my order. I also ordered some punch needle, well, I ordered the punch needle stitch along that Vanna is gonna do next. She's starting it, I don't know when her start date is for this one. I have not finished the other punch needle, but when has that ever stopped me from starting another one? So my goal, I'm going to try to finish that other one before I start this one. So it's on the list. But her next one is going to be called Bead Garden. And this one we're going to learn how to transfer the pattern onto our fabric. So that's why she chose that one, so we would learn that. And I also ordered the floss with it. It does use Classic Colorworks. And I ordered Happy Holidays from Flew the Coop Punch Needle Embroidery because it's a truck. I thought that was really cute. And I ordered the Holly Wreath Santa from Flew the Coop as well. All from the Shepherd's Needle. I also ordered some more threaders for the punch needle to put on my order. So that all came in. Okay, this is my fabric of the month from XJU Designs. And this one is June Bright. That's showing up pretty good. This is 16 count. Is it 16 count? Yes, 16 count Ada. And here's a bigger picture of it. Very, very pretty color. I really do like it. And then this is the other one that I get, which is the Prim from June, and it's Old Turquoise. And you can see the color. I used it on Not a Creature with Stirring. As you can see, I already cut out a piece. But here's the whole piece. It's beautiful. I love it. It's very light. I don't know that it's showing the green up. That's probably right. So it's very light, very muted green. Very muted turquoise, I should say. But they're both very, very pretty. I was very pleased with this month's colors. Very nice. And she also included a gift of thread. Now her thread is awesome. Let me show. It's not showing up well. It's like a purpley gray. Whoops. It's very pretty. And it doesn't have a name on it, but I will stick that in there. She does send a pattern with her fabric of the month. And here is the black, it's the Black Raven. So just a quick little pattern you could stitch up. My other fabric of the month came in. This is, I don't know what month this was. I'm going to say June, but it could have been May. And this is Fabric of the Month Red Barn Wood from Fabric Flare. And I get this from Fat Quarter Shop. And I get the 14 count Ada. I think next time, when I cancel this one, I'm going to sign up for it in Lugana if they offer it, just for something different. This is my Color and Cotton June Fabric of the Month. I get 2 versions. Both of them are on 20 count. I changed it. And one is Fieldstone and the other one is called Flamingo. Really, really love Color and Cotton's fabric. It is one of my favorite Adas. I used to get 36 count linen, and then I also used to get Lugana, and I changed it to Ada. I will probably change it. I don't know. I don't have much 20 count, so I might keep this one as 20 count. I also get 20 count from Bestitch Me, and this is Neptune. Very pretty. I really like her 20 count. Much like Color and Cotton, it feels more like a linen material than Ada. I don't know if I'm describing that correctly, but it's because it's so small. I don't know. I really like it. Okay. I got some other charts. I believe these all were from 1 through 3 stitch. I got the Bombay sampler from Fox and Rabbit Designs. There is several stitch alongs going on with this one. I don't have plans to start it right now, but I do love it. I also got the Farm from Luminous Fiber Arts. I love that. Next year, I may be stitching Farm for summertime. Just anything farm related. Still, I will still stitch some bees, but I might add Farm in there. I also got the Prairie Fairies, which was that new release that they came out that had all of those fairies from the mini cards. And then I think the frog is new. So I bought that pattern. It's not old school Prairie Schooler. It's the new version where it's floppy. I got Twin Peaks Plaid Demic 2021 Summer. And I really like anything plaid, so that was definitely a hit. And then the last thing I got is from Brenda Keys. I don't know the name of this one. I don't see it. I probably have to open it up to find it because it's not right here on the front like it normally is. It's normally right here. I don't know why it's not. But it's all these little motifs. And I thought that they would be awesome as dough bowls pillows. I mean, they just have so many awesome things. Once again, I don't know the name of it, but it did come from 1, 2, 3 stitch. Okay, that is all I have to share. I am stitching Christmas. I want to stitch Hometown Holidays. I want to stitch Glitter Village. I want to stitch my ornaments. I need to stitch a Prairie Schooler ornament for myself for this year because I try to do at least one a year. Be great if I could get another Prairie Schooler Santa ornament done, but at least one a year. I have so much Christmas that I want to do, and it's hard right now for me to decide, is it going in a dough bowl? Is it going to be an ornament? And I don't know yet. So some of the stuff, I'm just going to stitch it because it can do either. I don't know what it's going to be. But I am full on Christmas stitching through the month of December. And then I will switch over in December to more winter themes. So more snowmen and stuff like that that can go on after Christmas. So yeah, that's what I've been stitching. That's what I've been up to. I hope you guys are all doing well. Once again, make sure you subscribe to my videos. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for all the sweet and kind comments that you guys leave. I do read them. I try to respond to them all the time. And I appreciate everybody who joins me. I feel like all y'all are my friends. We're all here stitching. We're all enjoying it. So thank you for coming each week, or every 3 weeks, as it's been, I think the last 2 videos have been 3 weeks, maybe even 3. So I'm sorry about that. I try to do every 2, but that doesn't always work. So anyway, have a great rest of the week, regardless of what day you watch me on. And I will see you again soon. Happy stitching, my friends.